The story of Ashab al-Kahf from Quran and Sunnah. 1. The era of tyranny and the rise of the believing youth. In ancient times, there ruled a ruthless king named Decius, known in some narrations as Daqyanus, who forced his people to worship idols and persecuted those who believed in the one God. His kingdom was filled with corruption, and the masses blindly followed his oppressive decrees. Among his subjects were a group of noble youths who served in his court. They had been raised in privilege, yet their hearts were unsettled by the falsehood around them. Through divine guidance, they recognized the truth of monotheism and rejected the worship of idols. One day, they gathered in secret and discussed their plight. One of them, the most eloquent, stood and declared, "Our people have taken besides him gods. Why do they not bring for them a clear authority? And who is more unjust than one who invents a lie about Allah?" Their faith was firm, but they knew that remaining in the city would mean either abandoning their belief or facing execution. 2. The decision to flee. After much deliberation, they resolved to escape the city under the cover of night. They took only what was necessary, some food, water, and a few coins, and set out toward the wilderness. As they journeyed, they sought Allah's protection, praying, "Our Lord, grant us mercy from yourself and prepare for us from our affair right guidance." Their loyal dog, Kitmir, followed them, though they initially hesitated, fearing it might expose them. However, Allah willed that the dog remain with them as part of his divine plan. 3rd refuge in the cave. After traveling far, they reached a mountain and found a secluded cave. Exhausted and fearful of pursuit, they entered it, trusting in Allah's mercy. As they settled inside, Allah caused a miraculous sleep to overtake them. Their eyes remained open, giving the illusion of wakefulness, but they were in a deep slumber. To preserve their bodies, Allah turned them from side to side so that the earth would not consume them over time. And you would think them awake while they were asleep. Their dog stretched its forelegs at the cave's entrance, standing guard in a way that prevented anyone from entering, while also shielding them from direct sunlight. 4. The passage of centuries. They remained in this state for 309 lunar years, equivalent to 300 solar years, as stated in the Quran, and they remained in their cave for 300 years and exceeded by 9. During this time, the world outside changed entirely. The tyrannical king died, and his empire crumbled. Generations passed, and a new civilization arose, some of whom believed in Allah. The memory of the oppressive era faded into history. 5. The awakening. When Allah decreed, He awakened them. They felt as though only a few hours had passed. One of them, chosen to fetch food, took an old coin and ventured into the city. Upon arriving, he was stunned. The architecture, clothing, and language were different. When he offered the ancient coin to a merchant, the people were shocked. They examined the coin and realized it belonged to a bygone era. The youth was brought before the city's ruler, who was now a righteous believer. He recounted their story, how they had fled persecution and taken refuge in the cave. The people rushed to the cave, witnessing the miracle firsthand. Some wanted to build a shrine over them, but the believers said, "We will surely take over them a place of worship." 6. Their return to eternal rest. After this encounter, Allah caused them to sleep once more. This time they passed away peacefully. Their exact number is known only to Allah, though the Quran mentions differing opinions. Some will say they were 3, their dog was the 4th, while others will say they were 5, their dog was the 6th, guessing at the unseen, and others will say they were 7, and their dog was the 8th. Allah affirms that the precise number is irrelevant. The true lesson lies in His power and mercy. 7th, lessons from Ashab al-Kahf. 1. Allah protects the believers. No matter how powerful the oppressor, Allah safeguards those who trust in Him. 2. The reality of resurrection. Just as Allah revived them after centuries, He will resurrect all of mankind on Judgment Day. 3. Avoiding unnecessary disputes. The Quran discourages arguments over details only Allah knows, emphasizing instead the importance of faith and action. Conclusion. The story of Ashab al-Kahf remains one of the most profound miracles in the Quran, a timeless reminder of Allah's power the transience of worldly oppression, and the ultimate triumph of faith.